Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we are going to be in Chapter 6, Lesson 5. It starts on page 473, but we're going to go to page 474. So please open your books up to page 474. Here we're going to be talking about the algebraic properties, and the three we will focus on today are the commutative property, associative property, and the identity property. In the commutative property, the numbers can move. Commute means to move. 7 plus 9 will give you the same answer as 9 plus 7. It's true for addition, and it is also true for multiplication. 4 times 6 will give you the same answer, or equals 6 times 4. In algebra, you would say A plus B equals B plus A. And in multiplication with algebra, A times B equals B times A. Another way you might see it is with variables right next to each other, written like that. AB equals BA. Now, the associative principle is the grouping principle. The way in which three numbers are grouped when they are added or multiplied does not change their sum or product. Now, this is true whenever it's all addition or all multiplication. Here, the numbers are the same, 394, 394. What changes from the left side to the right side is the movement of the parentheses. Here, the parentheses are around 9 and 4. In this one, the parentheses are around 3 and 9. In algebra, you will say A plus in parentheses B plus C equals A plus B in parentheses plus C. Now, with multiplication, 8 times 5 times 7 equals 8 times 5 in parentheses times 7. And here we have A times B times C in parentheses equals in parentheses A times B times C. Now another way that you could write this one, A times B times C, just put the BC in the parentheses, A, B, C, and this time A and B would be written in the parentheses. Identity property, here the number or the variable keeps its identity. The identity element in addition is 0. 13 plus 0 is 13. A plus 0 equals A. In multiplication, the identity element is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. A times 1 is A. It states, properties are statements that are true for any number. The expressions 6 times 10 and 10 times 6 are called equivalent expressions because they have the same value. This illustrates the commutative property. Now below, we have several different examples. Here we have example 1. It is an example of the associative property because it's 15, 5, 8, 15, 5, 8. What moves around or changes? The parentheses. This is the associative property. Here we have 20 minus 12 minus 3, and 20 with the parentheses around the 20 and the 12. Here it moved to 12 minus 3. We're checking to see, is this true? Well, so 20 minus 12 will give you 8, and 8 minus 3 equals 5. Here you have to do 12 minus 3 first, which is 9, and 20 minus 9 will give you 11. They are not equal. Here it's proving that the associative property is not true for subtraction. Now let's go to the next page, 475. Determine whether the two expressions are equivalent. If so, tell what the property is applied. If not, explain why. This is the identity property of addition because it keeps its identity. Here we have 20 divided by 5 equals 5 divided by 20. It is not true because 20 divided by 5 is 4 and 5 divided by 20 is 1/4. They do not equal. The commutative property does not hold for division. So now it wants us to do examples A and B. Put this on pause and do A and B, and then check to see if you have the correct answer. All right, I'm hoping you did the problems correctly. Here we go. We have to do 6 times 3 first. That is 18. And 5 times 18 will give you 90. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 times 3 will give you 90. It is equal. There, it is a true statement, and that is an example of the associative property. Here we have 27 divided by 3 is 9. 3 divided by 27 is 1/9. They are not equal. It is not a true, the commutative property is not true for division. Now it says here, use properties to solve problems, word problems. It says properties can also be used to write equivalent expressions and to solve problems. In a recent season, the Kansas Jayhawks had 15 guards, 4 forwards, and 3 centers on their roster. Write 2 equivalent expressions using the associative property, the grouping property, that can be used to find the total number of players on their roster. So one way would be 15 plus 4 plus 3, or you could do 15 plus 4 and then add 3. Once again, that's an example of the associative property. Now, let's go on, and I would like for you to do letter C. Write 2 equivalent expressions here using the commutative property that can be used to find the total amount she earned. Well, in this problem, you are going to have 7 plus 12 will give you the same answer as 12 plus 7. They both will give you the answer 19. Now let's turn the page and go to page 476. We have another example here, example number 6. The area of a triangle can be found by using the expression 1/2 times the base times the height, where b is the base, h is the height. Find the area of the triangle shown at the left. All right, 15 is your base and 12 is your height. So you take 1/2 times 15 times 12. Now, it's all multiplication, so we can switch these two around to make it easier, because it's easier to take half of 12 than half of 15. And that's what they did. They used the commutative property. Half of 12 is 6, and 6 times 15 will give you 90. The answer is 90 square feet. Now let's look at example D. Do this problem to find out. Vicki earned $6 an hour while working 11 hours over the weekend. She put 1/3 of what she earned in a savings account. Find how much she put into the account. Well, you could have 1/3 times 6 times 11. You could have also written it other ways, but since it's multiplication, 1/3 of 6 is 2, so then you'll have 2 times 11, and the answer is 22. So she made $22. Now, I would like for you to do the guided practice. We'll do the guided practice together, and then I will give you your assignment. All right, on page 476, it says, determine whether the two expressions are equivalent. If so, tell what property is applied. If not, explain why. All right, the first thing I would do in problem number 1 is check the order. 35, 17, 43. 35, 17, 43. It's not the commutative property because the numbers did not move, but the parentheses moved. So the answer to this problem is going to be the associative property. In the next problem, we have 25 minus 9 minus 5 and 25 minus 9 minus 5. In this problem, it is not true. And I should probably put yes for this one. Why is it not true? They do not equal. And let's prove it. 25 minus 9 will give you 16. 16 minus 5 is 11. 9 minus 5 is 4. 25 minus 4 is 21. They do not equal each other. This is yes. It's the identity property. Number 4. At a gymnastics meet, a gymnast scored an 8.95 on the vault and a 9.2 on the uneven bars. Write two equivalent expressions that could be used to find her total score. On this, you could have 8.95 plus 9.2, or 9 2/10 plus 8 95 hundredths. In problem number 5, Nadia bought suntan lotion for $12, sunglasses for $15, and a towel for $18. Use the associative property to mentally find the total of her purchases. Well, you could write it down as 12 plus 15 plus 18. Or you could switch the 12, the 15, and the 18. Now that, I used the commutative property to rewrite that one, and the answer is $45. Okay, hopefully you're going to rate yourself with a strong, happy face on how you're doing with this. Now, your homework assignment will be page 477, and I would like for you to do 1 to 11. So your homework, numbers 1 to 11. I will have the answers for you on how to do these problems for you to check tomorrow. Have a good day.